It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Great game in store for y'all.
And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2 alongside... Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Throwing to start this game. That one's caught along the left sideline. Keeps himself upright. And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out, a rare breed in the NFL, their lefty QB.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Play action on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now off play action. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They'll run for this. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And his guys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The visitors, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives them the 1st.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Off to the races, middle of the field, into the red zone. He does it, touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys take a 4-point lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense running back out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. They get 27 on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's a throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll have it 3rd and 3. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on 1st. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. And it's caught. Touchdown! Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 3.
17. Our home team, 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Complete over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 36-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And it'll give him a 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's in. Touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And these guys take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a gain of 29 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll try and punch it in. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting at the 10. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to the air here. He's got a man left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And it sets up first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He'll throw it yet again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing from the gun. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys get some late points and the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Throwing now on first down. We've got a screen to the running back. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Brought in right side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. That one's rejected at the line. And now they need to get 4 on third down. One final shot before halftime. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give him a first down. Back to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. New set of downs for him from the 46. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Their punter making his way out now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27. And that falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Pass play now. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
The wind was at a sail's, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll run here from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
Punt team on the field. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Setting up a throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on first down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Another try following the sack. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still third down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still third down here. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 13 on the pickup, and that gives them the first. Give now to the running back. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And they'll have first down. A give now from the gun. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Running back sent in motion left. Finds his tight end. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They've got first down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Gets him on the in route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw it on first down. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The give here on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Their offense ready to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead.
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Now to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. He's got a man left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 46. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. You want that ball 1st in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Full start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From midfield now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing now. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Another drive coming up for this offense. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'd be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Second and 4. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll throw on first. Brought in right side. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Timeout
taken by the defense. They're second, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. There's a handoff up the gut. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. So overtime, a defensive battle, Brock. Didn't even see a field goal go through. And in the end, even after some bonus football, this one's going to finish in a tie. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.